Hello dear students. Now today we are going to start with lesson number 5, that is working with an operating system. In the previous chapter we have discussed about operating system and their types, their functionality and their application areas, and in this chapter we will discuss about how to work with an operating system. So let's begin with the chapter. Firstly, we will discuss about Microsoft Windows. Microsoft Windows is a series of graphical user interface operating systems which was developed, marketed and sold by Microsoft. Microsoft 7 was produced as a part of Windows NT family of operating systems. It was made available for use on October 22, 2009. It became very popular because of its user-friendly environment. Some of its significant features we are going to discuss. The first feature is easy to use. Windows 7 has very attractive look and with colorful themes and slideshows it is very easy to use. Multitasking. Windows 7 supports multitasking. That means at a time we can perform various tasks. Search made easier. Using Windows 7 we can quickly search for more things in more places in our computer. Pinning on taskbar. The taskbar of Windows 7 is more flexible and application oriented. We can pin our favorite programs on the taskbar for easy access. Arrow peek. This feature allows us to quickly view the desktop without minimizing the option. Open window. To do so, just point the show desktop button on the right edge of the taskbar. Live taskbar preview. We can move the pointer to a taskbar button to see the live preview of its open full window in full screen. Move the pointer over a thumbnail to preview the window in full screen. Jump list. There is a new feature which takes us straight to the documents, pictures, songs on website you recently visited. In the left of this page they have shown us with a jump list. Just go through this diagram. If you right click on the program icon Windows 7 taskbar, a list of files in that programs pop up. For example, right clicking the jump list for Internet Explorer shows the recently opened websites. Another important feature is snap. It is quite easier or quicker way to resize the open window. Dragging the window to the upper edge of the entire screen will take up the entire screen. Dragging the window to the lower edge of the screen will expand it vertically. Shake option. Click on the top of a window and without releasing the mouse button, give your mouse a shake. Every open window except the one you are working with will disappear. They will be minimized. Again, shake the mouse and all the open windows will be back. Now, how to starting Windows? Just discuss this. When we will switch on the computer, Windows start automatically and displays a welcome message. It is followed by the first screen of Windows known as desktop. It contains some graphic symbols called icons. The desktop is the first screen of the window that is appear whenever we open a computer, and it contains small icons or small graphics that are known as icons. Now, what is desktop? The word desktop is derived from the real life desktop, the top of our working table, where you may find pen, stand, notepad, calculator, etc. The desktop of Windows also serves the same purpose. We can find various icons like object, shortcut icons, desktop icons, disk drive icons, etc. on the desktop. Start button. The start button is probably the most frequently used component of the Windows desktop. When you click on the start button, a menu displaying the major applications appears. These headings provide access to main programs of our computer. We can start programs, open documents, customize our system, get help and search for items on our computer through the start button. Let us have a glimpse of the menu of the start button. The menu of the start button includes documents, pictures, music, games, computer, control panels, device and printers, default programs and help and support. Now, how to shut down your computer? Click on the start button and select the shutdown button, and also there is a shortcut key to shut down your computer is Alt plus F4. When you press this key combination Alt key plus F4 together, the computer will be shut down. Icons. Small graphic symbols displayed on the desktop are known as icons. So, small graphics that we see in the form of files, programs, computer, folder, networks, neighborhood, shortcut, or recycle bin. Icons play an important role in graphical user interface. In the next page, they have shown you about some commonly used icons. Just go through this page yourself. It is just for your knowledge. Recycle bin. It works like a trash bin in which you throw the waste papers. It is a folder that holds the deleted objects. You can always retrieve the deleted files until you have emptied the recycle bin. That means we can, if we have deleted a file in our computer, so we can get that file back to the same place from the recycle bin, only if the file is not should be permanently deleted. If a file is permanently deleted, it will not be restored. For example, suppose we have deleted a file by pressing the delete key, it will automatically goes to in recycle bin. But if we have deleted the file with shift plus delete, then the file will be permanently deleted from the computer's memory and it cannot be bring back. Taskbar. Taskbar is a long horizontal bar at the bottom of the desktop. It has a start button on the extreme left side. The middle section of the bar shows with a label for each of the opened applications and allows us to quickly switch between them. Activating windows. Most programs place a button on the taskbar when they are open. Clicking on one of these buttons makes that application window active. Click on the button again will minimize the application window. Now adding program to quick launch bar. Click on the icon of the program that you want to add and then drag it to the quick launch bar. The new icon is now available as a shortcut for the starting program that we have selected. Now switching applications. The Windows taskbar provides the easiest method to switch between open programs. Open multiple files applications like CorelDRAW, MS Word, MS Paint. Maximize the current application to expand our work over the entire desktop. To switch to the other application, hold down the Alt key and press Tab key once. Windows will open the other application. Now Windows Elements. Windows 7 is a rectangular work area which is used to operate different applications. It is similar to the book or folders lying on the desk where you can open and refer to. Clicking the icon will open the application which is called the active window. Most of the windows have the following components: address bar, frame, vertical scroll bar, search box, close button, maximize button, minimize button, horizontal scroll bar and status bar. Now first we will discuss about title bar. It is a horizontal bar at the top of the window displaying the name of current document and application. On the right of the title bar, we can see view the buttons maximize, minimize and restore and close buttons. These are the basic window controls which you will find on every window. They control the size of the window and also helps in closing the window. Minimize button. This button with the horizontal line is called minimize button. If you click on minimize button, it will reduce the window to a button on the taskbar. Maximize button. This button has a square on it. Clicking on maximize button enlarges the window to its possible maximum size. Restore down button. When you maximize a window, the maximize button is replaced by restore down button. This button with two squares is located on the right side of the bar on a maximize window. It returns the maximize window to its previous size, which is smaller. When you restore a maximize window, the restore button is replaced by the maximize button. Close button. The button with the cross symbol is called the close button. Clicking on the close button will close the applications. Address bar. It is a horizontal bar located at the top of the window. The address bar shows the path of the current window. Frame. It is usually located above the content of the window and it has both menu bar and toolbar. Menu bar. It contains all the menu commands of a particular application. Scroll bar. There are vertical and horizontal scroll bars on the right side at the bottom of the screen respectively. Using the horizontal scroll bar, we can move the screen display right and left. Status bar. It is a long horizontal bar present at the bottom of the window and displays information about the status of the contents in the window. Application window. When we open any application such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, etc., we will find two windows on the screen. The large window is called application window. The application window helps the user to communicate with the application program. Document window. The smaller window which is inside the application window is called document window. Student, all these terms can be easily explained with the help of a figure given on page number 87. Just go through this figure, then there you will find all the elements of a window explorer and it will be easier for you to understand these all these terms with the help of these diagram. Okay, Windows Explorer. Windows Explorer is an application that provides detailed information about files, folders and drives. We can use it to see how our files are organized and can copy, move, rename and search the files and folders. To open Windows Explorer, click on the Start button, All Programs, and then move to Accessories and click on Windows Explorer, or click on the Start button and select the Computer option from the right pane. Now let us discuss what are files and folders. Information on a computer is stored in the form of files. A file may include pictures, data, or even songs. It is similar to a physical file that you use for storing the relevant information. A computer represents files with icons. Folder. A folder is like a container in which you can store similar type of files. It helps in arranging the files into organized groups. So we can say file is a information stored in a computer, and folder is a place where we store files, or we can say folder is a collection of files. File system. Whether it is at home, office, or even at your desk at school, a systematic method of storing things will always help you to save time and energy. Storing information on our computer is similar to storing our dresses in a wardrobe or in an organized manner. To store our clothes, we put the different types of clothes in separate drawers. If you put everything in one drawer, you will be ending up wasting time in finding the required dress. Similarly, files are used to store information in computer. If you save files randomly, this will waste your time and energy in searching them. The operating system organizes the data in such a way so that it is easy to store and find. This is done using the file system. A file system defines the way in which files are named and where they are placed logically for storage and retrieval. Here they have shown in the diagram about the file structure. Folder 1, folder 2, it contains a folder 1A, subfolder 1A1, and the files. It is a file structure. Now discuss what role does a file system plays. A file management system is the layer of system software responsible for organizing and managing the data storage of data. It performs the following functions: storage, navigation, operation, security, and search. View files and folders. Windows provides many ways to arrange and identify the files while you are viewing them. The information can be viewed in different modes by clicking on the drop-down arrow of More option located on the toolbar. Following are the types of views according to which we can arrange our files and folders. Certain types of views according to which we can arrange our files and folders: extra large and large icons, medium icons, small icons, lists, details, tiles, and content. So we can store our file in the form of extra large and large icons. We can also make the icons minimum, and we can also make the icons small. We can also arrange the file in the form of a list. We can also arrange the file in the form of a detail pattern. Tiles, it displays the files and folders and medium size icons. It also displays the basic information of the file present, such as its type and size. In content, it displays each file and folder in a separate row along with their detailed information. Alright, now how to create a file. The most common method to create a file by using application software. Let us use Microsoft Word to create a file. You all have worked on MS Word. Open MS Word, a blank page is displayed on the screen. To start typing on the blank page. After completing your work, save your file, and the Save As dialog box. This creates a new file. Now creating a new folder, right click on once in the black area of the desktop, a shortcut menu appears. Select the new option and a list of sub options appears. Click on the folder option, a new folder will be created. That means right click on anywhere on the desktop, from the pop-up menu select the new option, and from the new you just select the folder option. Now how to rename a file, just right click on the folder which you want to rename. When you will right click on the folder, a pop-up menu will appear, or a dialog box will appear, from which you just click on the option rename. When you click on rename, a text box will appear. Enter the new name of the file and press enter key. Moving or copying a file. To move or to copy a file, just use the shortcut keys Ctrl C to copy and Ctrl V to move. Copy, paste, and move options. Alright. There are certain steps of moving or copying a file, folder from one drive to another. You just go through these steps. Moving or copying a file, folder between storage devices. To move a file or folder from one device to another, attach the pen drive to your computer. Now right click on the start button, select the D drive, select file folder that you want to move. Right click on the file folder and select cut copy option. Click on the pen drive icon from the left pane. Right click on the blank area, and you will observe that the file is shifted from D drive of your computer to pen drive. Now delete a file. To delete a file or a folder, follow the steps. Select the file or folder you want to delete. Click on organize option. Select the delete option. A message box appears on the screen. Select yes to confirm. You will find the selected folder has been deleted. Searching a file or a folder, Windows offers a number of ways to find files and folders. Search box offers the most direct way to locate a file. Use search box if you are looking for a common files. You remember all or a part of the name. You know the date when you have last modified a file. To search a file or a folder, click on the start button. You will find a search box located at the bottom of the left pane. To type either a part of the file or the folder name or complete name. As you type the name, the items that match your text will appear on the start menu. Select the desired folder, click on the see more results. If you find the file you wanted, double click on it to open. Now searching over files using wildcard characters. Wildcards are special symbols that can be used to search a file or a folder whose exact name you don't know. These are two wildcard characters, asterisk and question mark, commonly supported in Windows to search any information. Using wildcard character asterisk, this star is known as asterisk. The wildcard character asterisk can be used to replace a string of text in search item. This means any type, any number of characters in its place. For example, L asterisk will search all files whose names start with L followed by any number of characters and having any extension. Example, letter.docs, letter.lottery.ppt. That means if we are mentioning asterisk, it means that it will give the number of character. For example, they have given L asterisk dot asterisk. It shows that the file name will start with L, and after L any letter can come. Then after that letter dot will come, and after dot any kind of extension will come. Asterisk.docs, it means that the file will start from any of the letter and it will end with .docs. L asterisk.docs means the file will start with L and then after that any letter can come, then after this dot and docs. Using wildcard character question mark. The wildcard character question mark can be used in place of any letter or symbol. For example, gifs question mark dot docs will search all the files whose names begin with gifs, followed by any character and having the extension of .docs. Gifs question mark dot docs will search all the files whose names start with gifs followed by 3 characters and having the extension at docs. Students, just go through these rules of searching a file using a wildcard characters. It is an important part of this chapter. We will having some questions regarding this searching criteria, so it will be helpful for you if you read out these points carefully yourself. So this is all about our lesson number 5, and till here we have completed 5 chapters. So children, it's your responsibility to go through these chapters yourself also, and you people are asking me for the notes again and again. Children, you just wait for the message from eCare. There you will provide the link with the notes, because it's not possible for me to provide each and every student a link on YouTube. Alright children, so it's better you just go through with the chapter yourself and wait for the message from eCare. There you will get the notes and about these chapters. Till then, stay safe and stay healthy. Goodbye.